Hey guys, it's Marty and welcome to Two Line Slot Cars. This month at CincySlots, the month of December, we are racing Revoslot GT. Now Bruce has opened this up to any Revoslot, any full-size Revoslot. And I own two Revoslots. I have the Ferrari 333 SP and I have the Porsche 911 GT2. So I'm eligible to run this even though this isn't really a GT car. He's still allowing this to run. Basically, any full-size Revoslot can run in this class. I really like this car. It is locked in the slot. This car is just a touch quicker, but it comes out of the slot easier. So what do? How do you choose what car you will run? How do you set up your car for race days? And what is the general maintenance that you do before you take your car to the track? So let's jump in and find out. So guys, first thing I have to decide is really which one do I want to race. And so what I'll do is I will prep both of these cars, the 911 and the Ferrari 333. I will get them prepped and ready to roll. I always like to have a backup car when I go racing. I'm just struggling to decide which car I want to race. And I need to figure out exactly what I need to do. At this point, both cars have quite a few laps on them. The gears are running pretty good. The cars are smooth and quiet, especially even for Revoslots. The chassis seem to be working well on both. I have not put any weight in this car, which is probably why this is a touch faster. And I think it's slowing it down a little bit. So I'm going to tear these cars apart. I'm going to go over them, check out the braid, check out the motors, the gear mesh, just do a once over so I know that they're prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to run each of these cars, get an idea what the average lap time is, how many times do I come out of the slot, which one is a little easier to drive. I already know that. I know the 333 is a little easier to drive, but it's just a touch slower. The 911 is just a touch quicker, but it does tend to come out of the slot a little easier. They both have the wood guide, which usually when you put the wood guide in, you've got to do a little bit of sanding because it'll click on the Carrera track. So we ran some laps, 20 laps with each in the red lane on my 4-lane Carrera track, about 57, 58 feet lane length. Here are the stats. The 333 had a median lap time of 5.434. Fast lap was 5.387, and it ran 20 laps in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Came out of the slot one time on the last lap, about 5 feet from the finish line. Just squeeze out a little extra. It's the only time it came out. The 911, its lap median time was 5.415, so just a touch quicker. Fast lap was 5.351, just a touch faster. But I came out of the slot 4 times. I made a brake adjustment, and it really settled the car in one of the turn, the turn clear on the end, the hairpin. It really helped calm the car down, but it took me 2 minutes and 34 seconds to get the 20 laps. And a lot of that has to do with I went out of the slot 4 times. But you can see that this car is a touch faster, but it's a little harder to drive. This car really just hangs in the slot. And I'm not sure, I think the times are so close, I don't know that it's worth the chance of running the 911 versus the 333. I think the 333 is my plan, going to the track, and I think that's my plan. I think I'm going to run the 333 just because I think it's just a touch easier to drive. Handles just a little bit better. It has a little bit longer wheelbase, and so I think it'll be suitable to CincySlots track a little better than the Line 11. But I will test them both when I get there. So tell me what you do. What do you do to prep your car for a race? Now, at CincySlots, we race the same class for the entire month. So what that allows you to do is to keep tuning on your car to try to get it better and better each week. And then you can kind of judge each week whether you're improving. Typically what happens is we'll run a decent time the first week. The second week we do a little better. Third week we think we can do a little better and end up doing a little bit worse just because we push a little harder. Doesn't always work out that way, but for me it seems like that's what happens. So I'm going to tear these cars apart. I'm going to clean them. Just going to do a once over, make sure the gear mesh is right. Maybe put new braid on it because this braid is a little worn, but we'll see. Okay, we have the 911 apart, and just going through some of the things. My tire truer will not true these tires because the axles are too big and they won't fit in my truer. So what I did was I polished them with furniture polish, with floor polish actually, like Mop and Glow. And the ride height is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the ride height. And I lubed the gears, I oiled the bearings, just basic maintenance, checked the gear mesh just to make sure that the gear mesh is where it needed to be. And then I'll take a look at the braids. These braids look worn, but actually I think I just need to give them a good cleaning, and I'll clean the whole chassis really good and put it back together and run some laps and see. I did the exact same thing to the 333, and I actually took off a whole tenth of a second. My fastest lap was a 5.25, I think, 5.25. So just the cleaning and the general maintenance and polishing those front tires. You can see there's kind of a shine to them, and a good cleaning the braids, lubing the gears. I picked up a tenth anyway. So those are just the basic maintenance that I will do for every car before I put it on the track, just to make sure that it's in tip-top shape, ready to go. And now let's put it back together and run some laps and see if we get some improvement. What are some of the things that you do to get your cars ready for the race? Guys, if you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell so you get notified anytime I put out new videos. I really appreciate that you pay attention to my channel. I really appreciate all of the subscribers and the comments. It really means a lot to me that you would take the time to watch my videos, comment on my videos, and interact with me in the community of two-line slot cars. It's exciting. We have a lot of fun. I think it's a very casual group. Nobody takes it too serious, but there's some really, really smart people that are really, really good at slot cars that hang out in the live chat with my live streams. So if you have questions, just throw them out there. I'll do my best to try to answer them, but I am no expert. I'm learning a lot. And so I'll share what knowledge I have, and then the community will fill in where I don't know. So guys, thanks for tuning in this week, and go get your cars ready to go racing.